The voters will choose the next mayor of Cincinnati in 307 days, but the race is already starting to heat up. A third candidate, Rob Richardson Jr, announces he wants to lead the city. He joins current Mayor John Cranley and council member Yvette Simpson. All three are Democrats, meaning there will be a primary in May. Jeanette Levy spoke with the candidates tonight about why they're running, and she's live outside City Hall with the story. Jeanette?
Well, Rob, since all three of these candidates are Democrats, they don't disagree too terribly much on many of the issues. They say the real question of who should be the next mayor of the city of Cincinnati is really a question about leadership. The race to become Cincinnati's next mayor got a bit more crowded tonight. Rob Richardson Jr, a lawyer and former chair of UC's Board of Trustees, is now in the mix.
I'm running because the nature at City Hall is all focused on what's next politically versus what's best for the city of Cincinnati. There's no long-term plan. Everything's about the next tactic, the next moment. But nothing's really about making sure the city is better for people.
Richardson supports building the second leg of the streetcar, and he believes never holding elected office will benefit him. He has ties to unions, but so does John Cranley, something the incumbent played up this afternoon while touting his record.
This city, under our leadership, has added 7,000 jobs. This city, under our leadership, has solved the pension crisis, $800 million pension unfunded liability when I took office. We got that resolved.
But Cranley's time as mayor hasn't been without controversy. It started with his attempt to fulfill a campaign promise to stop the streetcar. The project went ahead anyway. And the firing of Police Chief Jeffrey Blackwell, which resulted in a $250,000 settlement, drew criticism. Councilmember Yvette Simpson was one of those critics. She's the third candidate in the race.
I think you need a leader who, one, reflects the diversity of our community, right? I grew up very poor. I became a lawyer, MBA. I understand the diversity of our city, who listens, who puts people first, but also can get the job done and moving our city in the right direction.
Simpson has also supported the streetcar, and she supported legislation to fight human trafficking and childhood poverty. And all three of these candidates will face off in a primary in May, and we're still waiting to see whether or not anyone else decides to enter the race. Reporting live at City Hall, Jeanette Levy, Local 12 News. Rob, back to you.
Jeanette.